Hello everyone, and something I wanted to talk about, which is something I don't normally do, is some Twitter shit. The only reason, if you've watched some previous videos, the only reason I have a Twitter account is because back in the day, whenever you uploaded a YouTube video, if you had a Twitter account linked, it would automatically send the video over to Twitter. That didn't do me any favours though, because my Twitter is fucking useless. But in the last couple of months, because I hate social media, I can't stand it. I think it's AIDS most of the time. It's just people spouting bullshit. Like they read a line and they just look enraged. But in the last week or so, in the last couple of months or so, I thought I'll spend a little more time on Twitter, read what people are thinking about, like what's happening, especially kind of COVID and protests in America going on. But in the last like 10 days, man, some serious crazy sexual allegations are going on, man, within the gaming community. It's fucking nuts. Most recently, Tom Castle, known as Syndicate. Now, I want to say right out of the bat, I'm not a Syndicate guy, never subscribed to him. If I met him or talked to him, he's probably a really nice guy, but he's just, his content is not my kind of thing. Don't really dig it. Like, I don't know, seems a bit too, I don't know. I never liked hype talkers. Hey guys, what's going on, man? Like, fucking, maybe, like, he doesn't do that all the time, but he's positive, he's like, anyway, he's been the most recent case of sexual allegations made against him, specifically two women, Natalie Casanova and Caitlin Witcher. And when reading this, I was thinking about the psychology of it and the way Twitter works, and I just thought, this is lose-lose. It's lose-lose. There's no way this guy. And because the very first thing, like I found it earlier, but I've lost it now, but because it was up here. But the very first thing somebody said was, this was written by a lawyer. And first thing I can tell you is it was not written by a lawyer. Now I know most lawyers are probably pieces of shit, but if there was a lawyer out there with a soul, and Tom went to him, the first thing the lawyer should have said was, "Why are you coming to me about this? Like, this is the worst thing you could possibly do for like public relations." And be like, "Why?" Be like, "Because it seems like you're hiding behind a legal wall, rather than just being genuine and writing something. You've went to a lawyer and tried to give like the best possible fucking speech you can, and it just seems that like the moment people found out that this was written by a lawyer, not you, you'll be fucking like crucified." But anyway, I digress. The next thing was fucking Say No to Rage, and apparently Say No to Rage, he's a Destiny 2 player, and you know I do enjoy Destiny 2. He's done some heinous shit when it comes to people organising to meet at specific events, like Guardian Con and stuff. They would take buses here and there and meet up, and apparently, you know, would get pissed and get high and stuff, and it would do something like inappropriate. And the last thing one of the women who decided to speak out apparently was on a bus and would just stare at this girl, and he would tell her like, "Oh, when I'm high or drunk or something, I get kind of sexually liberated or whatever." And she tried to make it clear to him, like mate, I'm not interested, you know what I mean? Especially as well, the guy's fucking married and had kids. So, after that all came out and some other people spoke out, I tried to release like an apology video on Twitter, and it had a notepad, and he tried to explain himself, and people were like, "Oh, disingenuous, why have you got a notepad? Why is it not coming off the cuff? Like, what the hell, man?" I thought, well, isn't it sensible that you want to make sure that you get absolutely everything right in this this serious situation, that you don't stray? Like, you have to like make sure. Do you ever, outside of Trump, do you ever think somebody just walks out to a press conference and goes, "Look, well, guys, we're gonna wing it here. Go and fling a question at me"? No. Like, there's a reason people fucking pay like a PR consultant like 200 grand a year to write the speeches and shit. You know what I mean? There's a reason that shit exists. People are like, "Nah, it's disingenuous, man. It's disingenuous." Oh, although I probably also do get that point then, I guess. You know what I mean? Because of politics. I kind of get that way, but like, so he had to redo it and upload it on YouTube. But then apparently there was another guy who's like somehow known in the art community. I don't really follow art, don't know. Like, I used to draw a lot when I was a kid and used to love to draw, but when I was older I got out of it. But apparently there's some guy who's known in the art community in some way, and he released statements and this wasn't like conjecture or something. He freely admitted it to doing some like dodgy shit. He freely admitted it, and like saying like people who were like obviously trying to break into the field or something had like kiss his ass and do some dodgy shit. especially with women. And I was like, holy fuck, man. Like, in the last 10 days, man, people were just getting taken down left, right, and centre. And what I thought about the guy who in the art field was, I don't know you. Like, you're so small and insignificant to me. But people who are in that field, like, this person was like a gateway, if you know what I mean. Like, if I get this person to notice me and notice my art, I could lead to different things. And it just shows you, like, a little bit of power, like, can corrupt so much. Not even big power, not even like I'm a millionaire, just a little bit of power. And you start doing dodgy shit. The last thing I want to say, and I know I'm going to get flack for this. Now, first what I want to say is, before I get to the main point, was somebody said as well was that if these allegations are false, and if they are false, they should go to jail, and I completely agree with that. If these people are bullshitting, they should absolutely go to jail, because they're doing a disservice to anybody who's been through any serious trauma. It makes it harder for people who have been through something and never had the confidence to go to the police because they think, I will not be believed. Anybody who does lie about rape or think because they want to fuck somebody's life up, you should go to jail. Absolutely. The last thing I want to say here, just before I go off, is I think there is a definite difference between survivor and victim. People are like, here it goes, I can hear it, I can feel it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now, what I say is, because when it comes to say no to rage, like the girl that wrote the article and she discussed the inappropriate behaviour that happened. She was telling about one time, like, you know, she was uncomfortable being around the guy because of the bus stuff, and one time he sat next to her and like he put his hand on her like thigh and stuff like that. And I thought, and then I thought about women who maybe like worked all day, came like tried to go home, walk home, then a man like puts all his fucking force onto her, takes her into an alley and exerts his force, and she's clawing, fighting, kicking, biting his fucking nose off if he can, and maybe maybe she wins, maybe she's too strong for him, and she survives that encounter to an extent, but she's not surviving, she's existing. Because as soon as that's done to a woman, I don't even know if I happen to, I can't even rationalize or imagine what that's like. Now, I'm just going to say this right quick, because I know I'm going to get hate, but I'm just saying, the first woman had a really drunk, high, socially unaware asshole who put his hand on her thigh. Not cool. The second woman was dragged into an alley and fought for her fucking life. Like, no man, I will bite your fucking nose off, man. Now, if you were the first woman and you met the second woman, would you really say you're a survivor? Knowing what she's been through? Look, I know I'm going to get hate for that, but I'm just saying, like, and I don't want to like quantify what quantifies being a survivor and a victim, but I can't, because there are moron fucking drunk idiots out there that will do something inappropriate and think it's fine, and if you go and express it like, no, do not fucking do that again. It's a difference between a man physically taking you by force. Jesus Christ, man, this is why I don't know how people do it. I really don't know how people go on Twitter every single day and read about the protests and what fucking psycho Trump is doing. And by the way, just on the side note, I would love to walk up to Trump, punch him in the face, and rip his hair off his head, and picture that shit. Like, look, we know you're bald. We know you're bald, okay? Look at you. Do you really think you're kidding anybody? Your hair's fucked. It's whack. Anyway, but I would also like to say, if anybody has ever gone through this, please speak up. It's fucking disgusting. I know it can be difficult and it can cause a lot of pain, but for anybody out there that's ever suffered that, I'm very sorry that you had to suffer that. But hopefully by you speaking up, it can help somebody else. And I hope you will, and I'll see you all next time.